Hello there. Welcome to another talk. And this talk is called There's One Vibration Machine That Can Heal All. And my vibration machine is the heart chakra. Within there is, I've heard people say, a tiny space within the heart. It might be tiny as we perceive it, but it's a doorway into the source of all life. You see? It is proven by German new medicine, right, that all illness, physical illness, comes from trauma. And mental illness as well, a lot as well, but they really researched, German new medicine researched physical health and cancers. And I've spoke about this before, about the psyche. Especially the last 2 days, I'm getting lots of downloads about it. About the psyche and how it works. And you can look this information up as well, it's out there. But it relates to the heart. See, the idea is to build a psyche so that it creates heart chakra blockages. And ultimately, Wetiko wants to disconnect you from your heart so you're in fear. You're in your head, you're in ego. Can't get rid of your ego, but they want a type of ego that is very, very fearful. So it's fear, everything's fear-based. And the idea for this talk came from someone wanted me to advertise their vibration machine. It was on Instagram. But I explained, as I'm explaining now, that yeah, you know, these things are good and they're being invented, but the real vibration machine is within the heart chakra. And I learned this from my own unexpected spiritual awakening at the age of 24. I'm 34 now. And the awakening came because I'd done something that the rest of my family members haven't done. And that's face myself. I had a moment of absolute authenticity at the age of 24. And everything changed. And I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but I went within the heart chakra. I ignited it. And then everything changed and I went in this inner pathway. Because I'd never done that before, it was a bit of a shock. But that's the vibration, that vibration that I entered into changed my whole life and the way it was going. Now I'm on net. Then it was, as soon as that happened, I'm going on a different pathway. That was the pathway of anxiety, depression, drugs, alcohol, and more. And yeah, that awakening changed everything, but that awakening, anyone can have it. You know, you can choose to commit suicide, or you can choose to do that, to go within yourself. Because when you feel like, if you feel suicidal, as I did, that feeling of being suicidal is still going to be there when you die, because that feeling is your own inner feelings. That stuff is within the psyche. You see? So the solution is the heart chakra. Is working within yourself. Your insight, your intuition, your gut, your instincts, your feet, and work with that. The only time that's not true is when the ego gets involved. The fearful ego I'm talking about, you can't actually get rid of the ego. But, because that's an ego trip in itself. But that fearful ego is the thing that disconnects you from your heart. That Wetiko wants to do. You know what I mean? So, because it doesn't matter where you are. You know, you could be in a prison or your life could be like a prison. But it's all to do with how you feel about it. You know? It's all to do with how you feel about everything in this present moment. So you can create your own heaven within you. You see? And so it's all about working from within. In that moments of uncomfortableness, you know, meditate on that. What is that fearful feeling that's manifested? It's something within the sight. It's something that's arised and manifested from that trigger. Shadow work is when you meditate upon that trigger. Right? And what you're doing when you're doing this is you're healing the wounds within the heart chakra. They simply want to talk. You see? Your traumas and you is like two different people. And so to achieve perfect balance, you need alignment. And that comes from inner healing. You see? So that's the real vibration machine is within. You know? The perfect time to do it is when you see posts all the time on the internet about people. They have an awakening. They don't fit with their family because their family's not in their league. Because you're the only one to have the spiritual awakening. But if you feel uncomfortable around those people, that uncomfortableness is coming from within you. No one can do anything to you if you're like an ascended master. It's like if I notice someone's toxic, that's the toxic within me. You see? Because you are the collective. That's what an individual is. An individual is the collective consciousness within a being. You see? So the way out is in. So I'm not saying don't use a vibration machine, but like I said earlier, that I take supplements and all these different wellness things can help, but they work really well, even better, a lot better, when you're going within yourself. Then you're getting the best out of all these other complementary things. So that's it, that, you know, the power is within there. Like the HeartMath Institute in America, they take people who've got depression, they get them to think of the problem in their heart, and then they find the solution. But when they were depressed, they were in their heads, they were in their pains, their trauma. And the whole reason why, if you've gone through an awakening, it's bothering your families, is because, you know, I'm not going to go too deep into this, but you're strengthening your own psyche. You strengthen yourself as an entity when you're healing, because healing leads to ascension. You see? It's like I wear, if you look at my posts a lot, I like military clothes. Very drawn to military clothes. But the real soldiers is like what Gandhi once said. He once said that he saw himself as a soldier of peace. You got to find that peace within you. And that's what the awakening is. It's the collective going within, and then you eventually have peace. So just like what the HeartMath Institute said, that once we connect with our hearts on a global scale, then you've got mass healing taking place. You see? So that's the real vibration machine. That's the real thing that's going to heal all. Is the heart. I'm just going to leave it there. For latest updates, talks, news, research, and much, much more, please do check my website at www.lovelightfamily.com. Thank you.